Welcome friends. Let us go for the next part of the practical in organic chemistry, that is analysis of second group radicals. Whereas there is a correction in the last video, there we said basic radicals are something else, but basic radicals are cation, not the anions. Please made it correct. Yes, second group radicals, if suppose first group radicals are absent or a salt mixture is provided, then after first group presents, some other group can be present. Thus, we have to go for the step-by-step analysis related to the radicals. Now we are going for the second group radicals. Suppose if first group radicals are absent, do that solution directly. Else, if first group radicals are present, after making filtration, to that filtrate. Here, the group reagent is hydrogen sulfide gas, otherwise hydrogen sulfide followed by dilute HCl solution is added. Here, the purpose of adding of HCl is both hydrogen sulfide as well as dilute HCl are having a common H plus ion. Due to the more dissociation ability of the strong acid dilute HCl's related H plus ion, the lesser ionization containing H2S dissociation decreases. As a result, less amount of sulfide ion is available. As a result, what happens is the lesser solubility product containing sulfides of cations combines with the corresponding anion sulfide and forms the corresponding sulfides. Here, the sulfides formed due to the group reagent of H2S gas followed by the dilute HCl. Two varieties of sulfides are formed and these are segregated on behalf of their solubility. First is mercuric sulfide, which is a black color precipitate, lead sulfide, a black color precipitate, bismuth sulfide, a black color precipitate, copper sulfide, a black color precipitate, cadmium sulfide, yellow color precipitate. If anything of cation is there, corresponding sulfides and corresponding colors, everything is a precipitate. Similarly, arsenic sulfide, that is also yellow in color. Similarly, tin sulfide and tin disulfide, that is brown as well as yellow in colors. Antimony sulfide, that is orange colors related precipitate formations takes place. And these are belongs to the second group, and the first series is said to be the second A group and second series is known as second B group. Here what happens is all of these sulfides are having their own specific colors, but thing is some of them are soluble in yellow ammonium sulfide, that is diammonium disulfide, whereas some of them are insoluble in yellow ammonium sulfide. On behalf of their solubility, these are segregated into two categories. Those are second A group as well as second B group. Now let us go in details related to the segregation and the specific tests that can be done with respect to every particular cation of second A group radicals. Yes, the solubility of the sulfides in yellow ammonium sulfide. All the varieties of sulfides formed are divided into categories. Those sulfides which are not soluble in yellow ammonium sulfides are said to be the second A group sulfides, and the sulfides which are soluble in yellow ammonium sulfides are said to be the second B group. Let us go for the first one, that is diarsenic trisulfide. This is soluble in ammonium sulfide because at the first stage of reaction with the yellow ammonium sulfide, here sulfur is maintaining -1 oxidation state, as we know the structure also here, whereas that undergoes reduction to -2 oxidation state. As a counterpart, that is diarsenic trisulfide is converted to diarsenic pentasulfide. This diarsenic pentasulfide further on reaction with the yellow ammonium sulfide, it is converted to ammonium thioarsenate. Ammonium thioarsenate, just like of the phosphoric acid derivative H3PO4 type, ammonium thioarsenate formation takes place. It is soluble in water. That's what this diarsenic trisulfide is, soluble in yellow ammonium sulfide. Similarly, here the other two second B group cations, that is tin sulfide, tin disulfide followed by antimony sulfide. Tin sulfide forms the tin disulfide in the beginning. The tin disulfide of higher oxidation state once again combines with the yellow ammonium sulfide, and that leads to the formation of ammonium thiostanate. Ammonium thiostanate, just like of the carbonic acid, because carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, H2CO3 type, the ammonium thiostanate formation takes place, which is soluble in yellow ammonium sulfide. Similar to that of the ammonium thioarsenate, this is also, that is ammonium thiostannate is also soluble in yellow ammonium sulfide. Similarly, antimony trisulfide with reaction with the yellow ammonium sulfide forms the antimony pentasulfide first. This antimony pentasulfide once again on reaction with the yellow ammonium sulfide that leads to the formation of ammonium thioantimonate, which is also soluble in yellow ammonium sulfide. Thus, the compounds which are soluble in yellow ammonium sulfide are considered as second B group, and those of all compounds which are not soluble in yellow ammonium sulfide are considered as second A group. The second A group cations, whichever are formed as precipitates of the sulfides, are including mercuric sulfide, lead sulfide, bismuth sulfide, copper sulfide, and the cadmium sulfide. Whereas all are black in color except the cadmium sulfide. Cadmium sulfide is having yellow in color. Whereas here the lead sulfide belongs to the carbon family, carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead, and the bismuth sulfide belongs to the nitrogen family, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, and the bismuth. And remaining three are the D black, that is copper is D black, and in the zinc family, cadmium, mercury are also D black elements. Whereas out of all these, the mercuric sulfide behaves separately, remaining all to certain extent maintains similarity. That is, on reaction with dilute nitric acid HNO3, except mercuric sulfide, all sulfides are getting dissolved and they forms the corresponding nitrates. Suppose if I go for the carbon family related lead sulfide is converted to lead nitrate, there is no change in oxidation numbers. But here, as being it is having the oxidation ability, it undergoes reduction to nitric oxide followed by colloidal sulfur formation takes place, that is sulfur 0. Similarly, bismuth sulfide is also converted to aqueous solution of bismuth nitrate. These are all are soluble nitrates. Bismuth nitrate followed by nitric oxide and the sulfur. Here it is a redox reaction because nitrogen of +5 state is reduced to nitrogen of +2 state, and sulfur of -2 state is oxidized to sulfur of 0, and it is a redox reaction. We can balance the things. Copper sulfide is converted to copper nitrate followed by the same byproducts. Similarly, cadmium sulfide is converted to cadmium nitrate. All these are aqueous solutions, that is soluble inside the water. But whereas mercury does not react with the nitric acid, and it is having some special conformations for its presence. Let us go for the conformation tests. Those are adapted for the mercuric sulfide, which is forming a black color precipitate on reaction with the group reagent, that is dilute HCl followed by the hydrogen sulfide, which is insoluble in yellow ammonium sulfide. Yes, conformations for the mercuric sulfide. This is a black color precipitate. This black color precipitate is insoluble in HNO3, but whereas on reaction with aqua regia, that is acting as source of nascent chlorines, those nascent chlorines readily combines with the mercuric sulfide, and even nitrosyl chloride chlorine is also readily combines with the mercuric sulfide. As a result, it is converted to mercuric chloride, an aqueous solution, followed by sulfur, and here from this nitric oxide formation, water formation takes place. Whereas this formed aqueous solution of mercuric chloride on reaction with copper turnings, it is converted to cupric chloride followed by the grey color deposits of mercury at the bottom of the test tube, indicates the presence of mercury cation Hg2+, that is mercury cation presence. Thus, it is conformed by one formation of black color PPT with the group reagent, followed by non-dissolution in HNO3, followed by dissolution in aqua regia to form the mercury chloride, followed by formation of the mercury deposits at the bottom of the test tube in the form of just like a PPT, and reaction with copper turnings confirms the presence of mercury ion presence. The flowchart wise reactions, those are conducted over the conformation of second A group important cation, that is mercury cation. Whereas the mercury cation, the group reagent is H2S followed by dilute HCl. In that conditions, whatever the mercuric ions are there, these are all precipitated as mercuric sulfide, which is black in color. This mercuric sulfide is insoluble in yellow ammonium sulfide. It is not reacts with the dilute HNO3, but on reaction with aqua regia, it is converted to mercury chloride, which is aqueous solution. this mercury chloride and reaction with copper turnings converted to mercury of grey deposits at the bottom of the test tube. Let us go for the next cation, that is lead 2 plus. Whatever the nitric acid reaction forms the lead nitrate aqueous solution. From that lead nitrate and reaction with dilute sulfuric acid, it forms a white precipitate of lead sulfate. Whereas the same lead nitrate aqueous solution and reaction with potassium chromate, lead chromate formation takes place, which is of yellow color precipitate. These two, white color precipitate and yellow color precipitate formations, confirms the presence of lead 2 plus cation in the salt mixture. The flowchart wise reactions, those are conducted over the lead for its confirmation, sir. Lead is present in the form of lead 2 plus cation in the secondary group, whereas on reaction with the group reagent it forms lead sulfide, which is of black color precipitate, whereas this lead sulfide is insoluble in yellow ammonium sulfide, whereas it is soluble in HNO3 and forms the lead nitrate. The aqueous lead nitrate on reaction with dilute sulfuric acid, a white precipitate of lead sulfate formation occurs, and on reaction with the same aqueous lead nitrate with the potassium chromate forms the lead chromate, which is of yellow color precipitate. By these reactions we confirm that the cation present in the salt mixture is of lead. Yes, after confirmation of the lead 2 plus presence or absence, if it is present, to the filtrate of the solution, if it is absent, to the nitrate solutions of the corresponding compounds. Here the excess amount of ammonium hydroxide is added to make the solution as alkaline. In this reaction what happens is, if any bismuth is there, that is bismuth nitrate is there, that bismuth nitrate and reaction with the ammonium hydroxide, it is converted to bismuth hydroxide, which is of white color precipitate. Whereas if it is having copper nitrate is there, which is aqueous solution, this one reacts with ammonium hydroxide, a blue colored solution, that is tetramine copper 2 nitrate formation takes place. Whereas similarly if it is associated with the cadmium nitrate, then cadmium nitrate and reaction with ammonium hydroxide forms the corresponding tetramine cadmium 2 nitrate, which is an aqueous solution without having any kind of color. Thus primarily after confirmation of the lead is absent to the solution of the nitrates, lead is present, then what happens to the other solutions? We are going for the other, to the filtrate of the corresponding things. This is going to be added. As a result, a white precipitate formation here. There is a deep blue color solution for the copper, and aqueous solution without having any change is appearing for the cadmium. On making alkaline solution to the nitrates, then these are all forming corresponding hydroxides, as we made the discussion. From the hydroxides, conformations are present, whereas the bismuth hydroxide is a white color precipitate. This on reaction with dilute HCl, it leads to the formation of a soluble bismuth chloride. Whereas this bismuth chloride will show two varieties of conformations. First one, on dilution with water, this aqueous bismuth chloride solution undergoes hydrolysis and it is converted as bismuthyl oxychloride. The second one, the aqueous solution of bismuth chloride and reaction with sodium stannite followed by base sodium hydroxide. This stannite undergoes oxidation to stannate, whereas bismuth undergoes reduction to bismuth itself, which is of black color precipitate, confirms the presence of Bi3+, that is bismuth presence in the salt mixture. The flowchart related to the complete bismuth analysis, which is present as a secondary group cation, whereas this salt mixture or the salt on reaction with the group reagent, it forms bismuth sulfide, which is of black color precipitate. Whereas this black color precipitate is insoluble in yellow ammonium sulfide, whereas on reaction with HNO3, it forms a soluble bismuth nitrate solution. Whereas on alkaline, on making it as alkaline on reaction with excess amount of ammonium hydroxide, it forms bismuth hydroxide, which is a white color precipitate. This bismuth hydroxide on reaction with water, that is bismuth hydroxide on reaction with dilute HNO3 dilute HCl, it forms the bismuth chloride, which is of aqueous solution. This bismuth chloride on reaction with water forms the aqueous solution is converted to white color precipitate of bismuthyl oxychloride, and second one on reaction with sodium stannate, it is converted to bismuth, which is of black color precipitate. Here this reagent is dilute HCl. See, in reaction with dilute HCl, it forms bismutyl chloride, which is an aqueous solution. This on reaction with water, bismutyl oxychloride, white PPT. The same on reaction with the sodium stannate is converted to bismuth, which is of black color precipitate. Whereas conformations for the copper 2 plus, after formation of blue colored tetramine copper 2 nitrate solution, that is on reaction of this particular copper nitrate solution with excess amount of base, it forms the deep blue colored aqueous solution. That on reaction with acetic acid, the complex will be destroyed and it is converted to copper nitrate followed by ammonium acetate, which is an aqueous solution. As we know, the source of this one is once again copper nitrate. This particular copper nitrate aqueous solution on reaction with the potassium ferrocyanide, it forms copper ferrocyanide, whereas that copper ferrocyanide is a PPT of chocolate in color. Thus it confirms the presence of copper 2 plus in the salt mixture. The flowchart related to the copper 2 plus identifications and the conformations. The salt solution is allowed to react with the group reagent. As a result, if any copper is there, that is going to be precipitated as copper sulfide, which is of black color precipitate. And this precipitate is insoluble in yellow ammonium sulfide, but this is soluble in nitric acid. On reaction with dilute nitric acid, it forms the copper nitrate, an aqueous solution which is colorless. This copper nitrate on reaction with excess amount of ammonium hydroxide, that leads to the formation of tetramine copper 2 nitrate. That is, copper nitrate is converted to tetramine copper 2 nitrate, which is of a dark blue colored aqueous solution. Whereas this on reaction with acetic acid forms the copper nitrate, once again a colorless aqueous solution. This colorless aqueous copper nitrate, whichever is formed on reaction with the potassium ferrocyanide, forms the copper ferrocyanide, which is of a black chocolate color precipitate, confirms the presence of copper 2 plus in the salt or the salt mixture. Yes, the cadmium related conformation, whatever the tetramine cadmium nitrate aqueous solution is formed on reaction of cadmium nitrate with the dilute HNO3, from that the conformation can be done by making that one reacting with hydrogen sulfide. It leads to the formation of cadmium sulfide, which is a black color precipitate, confirms the presence of cadmium. Whereas the total flowchart related to the cadmium conformation is salt solution plus group reagent, it forms cadmium sulfide, a black color precipitate. Whereas this is insoluble in yellow ammonium sulfide, soluble in dilute HNO3, leads to the formation of aqueous cadmium nitrate colorless solution. This on reaction with excess ammonium hydroxide, tetramine cadmium nitrate, which is of aqueous solution once again. Whereas this on reaction with the H2S, that leads to the formation of cadmium sulfide, a black color precipitate, confirms the presence of cadmium in the salt or the salt mixture. The total flowchart of the second A group cations. See, salt solution is allowed to react with the group reagent. As a result, it forms precipitate, whereas those precipitates are insoluble in yellow ammonium sulfide, whereas those insoluble sulfides on behalf of colors are segregated into two varieties. One are of black colored precipitate, second one is yellow colored precipitate. Here are there in the last part I may said cadmium sulfide as of black, but it is not black, it is yellow, correct it. Whereas those black colored precipitates are, one is mercuric sulfide, second one is lead sulfide, third one is bismuth sulfide, fourth one is copper sulfide, and the yellow one is cadmium sulfide. These are the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. If we go for the total flowchart related to the salt analysis of the second A group cations, all are insoluble in yellow ammonium sulfide. Whereas HGS is special, that is allowed to react with the aqua regia. As a result, it is converted to aqueous solution of mercuric chloride. This mercuric chloride and reaction with the copper turns a grey heavy liquid deposit just like a precipitate is present at the bottom of the test tube, that is mercury, confirms the presence of mercuric ion. Similarly, lead sulfide, whichever is formed as black color precipitate on reaction with dilute HNO3, thus it leads to the formation of lead nitrate, which is aqueous solution, colorless solution. This lead nitrate on reaction with dilute sulfuric acid forms lead sulfate, a white precipitate, and further on reaction with the lead nitrate on reaction with the potassium chromate forms the lead chromate, yellow color precipitate, confirms lead. Next one is bismuth sulfide, which is black color precipitate, on reaction with nitric acid forms the bismuth nitrate, aqueous soluble solution without having color. That on reaction with excess amount of ammonium hydroxide forms the bismuth hydroxide, which is soluble, aqueous, colorless. This on reaction with dilute, this is not bismuth hydroxide is not aqueous. Bismuth hydroxide is a precipitate. Bismuth hydroxide is a precipitate. Bismuth hydroxide is white color precipitate. This bismuth hydroxide on reaction with dilute HCl, it gives the bismuth chloride, which is aqueous solution. This bismuth chloride and dilution forms a white precipitate due to hydrolysis known as bismethyl oxychloride. Further, the same bismuth chloride aqueous solution on reaction with sodium stannate undergoes the reduction of the bismuth 3 plus to 0, and that is converted to bismuth, which is of black color precipitate. Similarly, let us go for the copper sulfide on reaction with dilute HNO3 copper nitrate aqueous solution, on reaction with ammonium hydroxide tetramine copper nitrate, tetramine copper 2 nitrate, that is a deep blue color solution formation occurs. That on reaction with acetic acid, once again copper nitrate formation occurs. The same copper nitrate on reaction with the potassium ferrocyanide forms the copper ferrocyanide, which is chocolate color precipitate. The last one is cadmium sulfide. Cadmium sulfide on reaction with HNO3 forms the cadmium nitrate, that is aqueous solution. That on reaction with excess amount of ammonium hydroxide, similar to that of copper, it forms tetramine cadmium nitrate. This on reaction with H2S forms cadmium sulfide, which is yellow color, yellow in color. Here or there I may say wrong color also, that is yellow color precipitate formation occurs. This is the total flow chart of the second A group cations. Let us go for the next part. Yes, second B group sulfides. The salt solution on reaction with the group reagent like H2S followed by the HCl, dilute HCl, it forms the sulfides. These are separate sulfides which are soluble in yellow ammonium sulfide. Whereas those sulfides are, one is the arsenic sulfide and second one is tin disulfide and the tin sulfides, and third one is antimony sulfide. The colors of the corresponding sulfides are yellow in color for the arsenic sulfide, brown color for the SNS, and the yellow color for the SNS2. A combination may be present for the both, and orange color is present for the antimony sulfide. Whereas these of all are soluble in yellow ammonium sulfide. After reaction with yellow ammonium sulfide, these of all are getting dissolved in the yellow ammonium sulfide, because this arsenic trisulfide is converted to diarsenic pentasulfide first, and it is converted to ammonium thioarsenate. Similarly here, ammonium thiostannate and ammonium thioantimonate formation takes place. All are soluble in the yellow ammonium sulfide. Then from here the examination starts. Here whatever the soluble sulfides of yellow ammonium sulfide solution is there, that on reaction with the concentrated HCl solution, what happens is some of the sulfides are regained and some of the sulfides are present in the aqueous solution itself. Here what happens is chemical reaction takes place. Thus this ammonium thioarsenate once again reconverts towards the sulfide situation, that is arsenic pentasulfide formation takes place. This arsenic pentasulfide is having yellow color precipitate. Precipitate formation occurs on reaction with dilute HCl, that is arsenic pentasulfide, that is arsenic presence. Whereas though on reaction with HCl, suppose the other sulfides are there, these sulfides, though they are present in the form of their corresponding thiostannates and the thioantimonates, here these on reaction with the chlorine, chemical transformations takes place and these are converted to corresponding sulfides. Thus the thiosulfides are converted to chlorides and tetrachloride formation takes place with respect to the tin, and whereas trichloride formation takes place with respect to the antimony. But these are in concentrated HCl solution present in the form of their corresponding aqueous solutions. These are soluble solutions having antimony chloride and tin tetrachloride, whereas this is yellow precipitate, that is arsenic pentasulfide formation occurs. From here onwards, the conformation tests for the different varieties of the yellow ammonium sulfide soluble sulfides related tests. Yes, let us go for the second B group cations which are soluble in yellow ammonium sulfide. The first one is arsenic sulfide. Whereas arsenic sulfide on reaction with the yellow ammonium sulfide, arsenic trisulfide is converted to arsenic pentasulfide. This arsenic pentasulfide which on reaction with the once again on reaction with the excess amount of yellow ammonium sulfide, this is converted to arsenic thiosulfate. Whereas this arsenic ammonium thioarsenate, this ammonium thioarsenate on reaction with concentrated HCl regains the yellow color precipitate and forms it as arsenic pentasulfide. From this arsenic pentasulfide, which is yellow color precipitate, this on reaction with HNO3, concentrated HNO3, that leads to the formation of arsenic acid, which is aqueous solution. Whereas this arsenic acid formed is allowed to react with the ammonium molybdate. As a result, it forms once again yellow color precipitate, that is ammonium arsenomolybdate, that is 3 ammonias, arsenic, that is ASO4 followed by 12 molybdenum trioxide MoO3 formation takes place, which is of yellow color precipitate, confirms the presence of arsenic plus 3 as the cation present in the given salt mixture. Total flowchart for the arsenium ion presence in the salt solution in the form of second B group. Yes, the salt solution is allowed to react with the group reagent. As a result, whatever arsenic is there, arsenic forms arsenic trioxide, which is yellow color precipitate. Whereas this yellow color precipitate containing system is allowed to react with the ammonium sulfide, that is yellow ammonium sulfide. As a result, it is converted to ammonium pentasulfide, undergoes oxidation. Further, it forms, that is ammonium thioarsenate formation takes place, that is present in the form of soluble system. Whereas this soluble ammonium thioarsenate on reaction with concentrated HCl, it regains to the ammonium pentasulfide, which is of yellow color precipitate. Whereas this yellow color precipitate on reaction with nitric acid forms corresponding arsenic acid solution, generally colorless. And this arsenic acid on reaction with the ammonium molybdate, it forms a yellow color precipitate of ammonium arsenomolybdate formation takes place. Thus it confirms the yellow color, confirms the presence of arsenic plus 3 present in the salt mixture. Yes, confirmations and identifications for the tin. Whereas the yellow ammonium sulfide dissolved tin sulfides on reaction with HCl forms the corresponding soluble solutions of tin chlorides, whereas tin SnCl4 is present, that on reaction with either ferrous or zinc, it is converted to tin dichloride. This is present in the solution state. This tin dichloride on reaction with mercury chloride solution, that is converted to tin tetrachloride followed by mercurous chloride white precipitate formation takes place. This white precipitate further on reaction with SnCl2, if it is present excess, then once again it reduces the mercurous to the mercury 0, whereas that is grey color precipitate formation at the bottom of the test tube occurs. Flowchart related to the stannous related ions present in the second B group of the cations, that is basic radicals. Salt solution is allowed to react with the group reagent. As a result, sulfides are formed, tin sulfide and the tin disulfide, which is having brown as well as the yellow colors as precipitates. These are allowed to react with the yellow ammonium sulfide. As a result, all tin sulfides are converted to tin disulfides, and further they undergoes oxidation and forms the ammonium thiostannate formation takes place, that is present in the soluble situation. This on reaction with concentrated HCl, all are converted to corresponding tin chlorides, but that is also present in the solution state. This tin tetrachloride on reaction with reducing agent like metal, any ferrous and the zinc, it is converted to tin dichloride, that is also present in the solution state. Whereas this tin dichloride and reaction with aqueous mercury chloride, that is converted to mercurous chloride as white precipitate, and further it is converted to grey precipitate of mercury. These are all are the confirmations and the identifications related to the second B group important cation, that is tin of two varieties of tin 2 plus as well as the tin 4 plus. Yes, from the solution of the antimony chloride, the confirmation test related to the last radical present in the second B group of cations, that is antimony chloride and reaction with water, it forms antimonyl oxychloride due to hydrolysis, which is having white color precipitate similar to that of bismutyl oxychloride. Similarly, this antimony chloride on reaction with H2S gas, it forms antimony sulfide, that is orange color precipitate occurs. The total flow chart related to the things is like this. Salt solution is allowed to react with the group reagent, forms the sulfide precipitates, whereas orange color precipitate indicates the presence of antimony, whereas this on reaction with ammonium sulfide, yellow ammonium sulfide, that forms a soluble solution, in that the ammonium antimony sulfide is converted to ammonium thioantimonate. Whereas this on reaction with concentrated HCl, once again it regains to the antimony chloride solution situation. Chlorine combines with this and it is converted to corresponding oxidation state of chloride, that is antimony chloride solution occurs. This antimony chloride on reaction with water, antimonyl oxychloride, a white colored precipitate, whereas on reaction with H2S gas, it gives antimony sulfide, an orange color precipitate. This is the color of antimony sulfide. With this, we will confirm the presence of antimony cation Sp3 presence in the given salt mixture. The total flow chart related to the second B group cations, that is basic radicals. The salt solution is allowed to react with the group reagent. As a result, different varieties of colors containing precipitate formations occurs. Suppose yellow precipitate, that may be arsenic sulfide, brown and the yellow combinations, otherwise brown or just yellow, maybe it is SNS followed by SNS2 combinations, that is tin monosulfide and the tin disulfide. If it is orange color precipitate, that is antimony sulfide. These are all are soluble in yellow ammonium sulfide. On reaction with yellow ammonium sulfide, arsenic trisulfide is converted to arsenic pentasulfide, and further it forms a soluble ammonium thioarsenate solution is found. Similarly, here all stannous monosulfides are converted to stannous disulfides oxidation, followed by acid state, that is ammonium thiostannate formation, solution formation occurs, soluble. Similarly, antimony trisulfide is converted to antimony diantimony pentasulfide and it is converted to ammonium thioantimonate, all are solutions. Whereas these are all solutions on reaction with concentrated HCl, this particular arsenic related, that is ammonium thioarsenate, once again converted to antimony arsenic pentasulfide, that is yellow color precipitate. This one on reaction with the ammonium phosphomolybdate followed by nitric acid solutions combinations, it forms an adduct as ammonium arsenomolybdate, yellow color precipitate formations occurs, thereby we can confirm that is arsenic. Whereas the antimony tin forms with concentrated HCl, a solution of tin tetrachloride. This on reaction with mercury chloride of aqueous solution, that mercury chloride undergoes reduction and forms the mercurous chloride, a white PPT, and further also undergoes reduction and forms the mercury, which is a grey color mercury deposits at the bottom of the test tube. Thus it conforms. And the antimony penta sulfide, that is ammonium thioantimonate solution on reaction with HCl forms antimony chloride, that is present in the solution state. That one on reaction with water, hydrolysis takes place, that leads to the formation of antimony oxychloride, which is a white color precipitate. Similarly, the same antimony chloride on reaction with H2S gas, that leads to the formation of antimony sulfide, that is orange color precipitate occurs. Thus we will confirm the presence of antimony. Thus these are all second B group cations analysis, identification, confirmation, and everything is present in a clear format.